What's up, y'all? On today's video, we are talking pros and cons of charter schools in the Twin Cities. First, we'll give a quick overview of what charter schools are, and then we'll dive into the pros and cons. I know that there are some factors here you may not have considered, and so if you're looking to buy a home here in the Twin Cities, this will be good food for thought when narrowing down your home search. How's it going, friends? My name is Bradford Schulz, and I work with the hardest working real estate team in the game. We are called To the Twin Cities, and this channel aims to be the single best resource on the internet when it comes to Twin Cities schools. If that's important to you, subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell to get notified every time we post videos. And if you want our help buying a home here in the Twin Cities and navigating the school systems, feel free to reach out to me at bradford@tothetwincities.com. Okay, before we get going, I have a whole video dedicated to everything you need to know about charter schools in the Twin Cities called Charter Schools Explained. But let's quick discuss how charter schools have come to be and some of the basics. So proud of my state. In 1991, Minnesota became the first state to pass a charter school law in the nation and opened the very first charter school in 1992. The first charter was issued in 1991 to Bluff View Montessori School in Winona, Minnesota, and the first charter school to open its doors was the City Academy in St. Paul in 1992. Charter schools were initially known as outcome-based schools, and like many other states, charter schools are publicly funded and operate independently from traditional public school districts. In the 2022-2023 academic year, there were 180 charter schools operating across the state of Minnesota. Those schools enrolled just around 68,000 students, which is about 7% of the public school students in Minnesota. So now that we know some of the basics of how charter schools have gotten started here in Minnesota and operate, let's get into the pros and cons. So coming in at number one, educational choice. Charter schools offer parents and students an alternative for those who may be seeking different teaching methods, different curriculum, or different educational philosophies. So coming in at number two, innovation. Like I mentioned in number one, with educational choice offering parents and students an alternative, charter schools in Minnesota have the flexibility to innovate, choose different educational approaches, different curriculum, and may benefit students that don't thrive in a traditional public school environment. All right, pro number three, specialized focus. Many charter schools in Minnesota have specialized focuses such as STEM, arts, Montessori education, or language immersion. This allows students to pursue their interests or unique educational needs. All right, coming in at number four, smaller class sizes. Some charter schools in Minnesota offer smaller class sizes, which can lead to a more personalized approach and sometimes a potentially better academic outcome. Pro number five, local control. Charter schools often have more local control and decision-making authority, which enables them to adapt to the specific needs of their communities. Pro number six, diverse educational models. Minnesota's charter schools offer a range of educational models, allowing parents and students a school that aligns with their educational values and goals. All right, coming in at number seven, parental involvement. Charter schools in Minnesota often encourage strong parental involvement, which can foster a sense of community and collaboration between families and the schools. Okay, coming in at number eight, high expectations. Charter schools often set high academic and performance standards, which can create a challenging and rigorous but rewarding environment for learning. And our final pro here, coming in at number nine, we're going to call this one situational. Greener pastures for someone that may want to escape, say, bullying or a toxic school environment that they've been in, or let's just say a better school option than the school or district that they are residentially assigned to. All right, so let's jump into cons. Coming in at number one, quality variability. The quality of charter schools in Minnesota can vary widely sometimes. While some may excel academically, others may face issues related to governance, accountability, or performance. Con number two, resource disparities. Some charter schools may have fewer resources when compared to traditional public school districts, which could result in limited extracurricular activities, support services, or facilities. Number three, lack of oversight. In some instances, charter schools may face criticism for a perceived lack of oversight and accountability, which could potentially lead to mismanagement and financial irregularities. Con number four, exclusionary practices. Some concerns have been raised about the admission processes of some charter schools in Minnesota, as they may not serve all student populations equally, which potentially creates a disadvantage for different groups of students. Okay, coming in at number five, teacher qualifications. Charter schools may have some flexibility flexibility in hiring, leading to variations in teacher qualifications and experience levels. All right, con number 6, funding challenges. Charter schools in Minnesota rely on per pupil funding, and they may encounter financial instability if they struggle to attract and retain students. Okay, number 7, limited special education services. Some charter schools may not have the same level of resources or expertise to provide comprehensive special education needs and services, which could be a concern for students with disabilities. All right, final con, coming in at number 8, teacher turnover. Charter schools' autonomy can sometimes result in higher teacher turnover rate, which could potentially affect the consistency of instruction for students at that school. When considering a charter school in Minnesota, it's essential for parents and students to do thorough research, visit the schools to find out if it really meets your needs and educational goals. And while some charter schools may offer unique curriculum or opportunities, it still comes with its challenges, and the quality of education can vary from school to school, so that research is important. With that said, if you have any questions or want our help buying a home here in the Twin Cities or navigating the school systems, reach out to me at Bradford@tothetwincities.com. I'd love to help. We'll see you next time.